Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. Hold on, let's just lower down the volume. I forgot. All right, so thank you so much once again for joining me here at Mommy Guide Inc. I was not supposed to go live today because the Stash-tember is not supposed to be a live event. But since I have been sick for the past couple of days, and work has caught up to me, so to speak, I wasn't able to prepare videos. Actually, I was planning to do shorts for Stash-tember. So I decided to just, do days 1 and 2 and do it live, right? So if this is your first time in Mommy Guide Inc. and you do not know me yet, I am Mommy Lala. And yes, this is Mommy Guide Inc. where we do a ton of paper crafting and everything in between, right? So today we are actually going to kick off, all right, our Stash-tember. What is Stash-tember? Okay, so I will tell you in a little bit, but first let's go back to the chat and say hi to everyone. All right, so as we do so, again, thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. As our dear friend Susan would always say, yes, thank you so much for joining us today once again, right? So this is not gonna be a regular daily live stream like what we did in Craft Every Day in August, but every now and then we would, okay? So hello, Yvette. I hope that everything is well, my friend. All right, so this one, the intent, okay, it's called Stash-tember. Okay, yes, it just simply means that for the month of September, I did create a daily prompt, okay, so that if you want to follow or do the same thing, just use the hashtag Stash-tember 2025, right? So the spirit behind Stash-tember actually somehow came to me when I was doing our craft every day in August. As I was going around my craft room, going through the different tools, materials, techniques, for beginners, I realized that, my goodness, I know I have a lot of stuff, and that's no issue, right? So I know there are a lot of us who have a lot, but there are those who can really, like Yvette. Hats off to our dear Yvette. She's really an inspiration, who can keep things to a specific, number, in a sense that whatever fits here, that's it, right? She really knows how to, de-stash and declutter, right? So in my case, it's like that is really something that I struggle with, right? So I know that there are many people who have a lot, but that's fine if you use it. But the thing that really hit me after 4 decades or so is like more than 3/4, I think, of what I have not even used, right? So some are in its original packaging, some are in a, I've already put in a specific packaging so that they all look nicer, they are put together, but never been used. And so I said, all right, that has just, solidified my desire to actually really 2026, and then starting now till 2026, it has to be a really no buy for me unless I make a substantial dent onto what I have, right? So rather than, of course, there are people who say declutter, de-stash, let go, right? So I'll give myself time. I know that I did get those because I like them somehow, I love them, but why is it that I wasn't able to actually work on them? So I'll give myself one more time. Okay, so at this point, if by 2026, by the end of last quarter of 2026, and I still have not used whatever I still have not used, then I think it's really time to either let go, okay, the stash, or give away. Okay, otherwise it remains in my craft room or in my club. All right, so that is the spirit of Stash-tember. It's because normally Stamptember. So for those who are new and probably do not understand yet, so in the paper crafting industry, when you say Stamptember, this is the month where a lot of our awesome manufacturers, creators, creatives come up with new products, especially in the next few months are gonna be filled with a lot of holidays. So new products are released and it's super exciting, right? So but except for one, okay, I really am going to get, okay, the advent calendar, at least two, okay, or rather at most two, okay, not more than two, at most two advent calendars, because that's my content for December. Other than that, no more. All right, so there you go. So so if you have the same intent, or it doesn't have to be as radical as mine, like up to next year, but maybe just for the month of September, or not even September, maybe for October, whatever it is, right? So I've given you a prompt, a daily. If you want to check that out, it's on my Mommy Guide Inc. Facebook page. It's pinned on the top of the posts. All right, so there you go. So let me just go back. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Prayers, Yvette. Okay, yes. Let's go for what do you call second opinion? Right? So there you go. Oh, yes. Okay, let's have fun, Yvette. All right? Okay, and lift this all up in prayer. You're gonna be okay. We're claiming it, Yvette. You're gonna be okay. Because you have so many roles to fulfill and many things to people to help out, so you're gonna be very, very fine, Yvette. Good morning, Vicky. Hello. So in the meantime, yes, okay, yes, I hope this keeps you distracted. Yes, so Dr. Google is not to be trusted, Yvette. Yes, right? Yes. And of course, we have Ella. We'll share po sa mga pages. Thank you so much, Ella. Ella, as probably can hear from my voice, I was sick, so we didn't have Bible study last Sunday as well. So by God's grace, finally, Ella, we're gonna have our Bible study this Sunday again, and you'll be able to meet some of our other ladies. So Ella is, I recently met her through card. I taught them to do cards for the first time, right? And she has decided to also join my Bible study group. By the way, my friends, if you are wanting to have a relationship with Jesus and you do want to join a Bible study online, I do lead one every Sunday, 6 p.m. Philippine time. So that's quite early for those who are in the US, but it's an international group. So I have ladies coming from different parts of the world, okay, to meet up for Bible study. It's for about 2 hours. That's a weekly thing that I do. All right, so just PM DM is key. Okay, yes, Yvette. Yes, his plans, his way. Amen, right? And we have Marian. Good morning, Marian. I know. Marian is good evening. Actually, almost good morning. Yes. Hi, Marian. Yes. So I hope that if you have not checked out each other, please do so. Almost everybody in the chat has an awesome channel. All right. So for days 1 and 2, what is the prompt? So for day 1, it is actually about, okay, hold on. Let me see if I can, so it's nicer if I can pull out that day 1 prompt. View. Let me see if can I still. Oh, okay. I will just make it a little bigger. All right. So that's for the first week. Okay, it's about forgotten favorites. Okay, so for day 1, oldest never used stamp. I actually don't know what I'm gonna be doing as an output today because it took me a while to go through my stash and determine which one is oldest. Because I have rubber stamps. I have wooden rubber stamps, right? So it's like, didn't I start with wooden rubber stamps? So this should be, but then I said, did think I started with wooden wrap, but I think it's easier to make projects in terms of being more updated and stuff if I use the polymer ones. And so I went through the polymer stash, and I think and then I saw several that I said, so which one? Because I already removed them from their original packaging, but I kept the inserts or the package descriptions, so I know it's there, right? And then since it's already September the 2nd, okay, for you guys in the morning and evening for me, all right, so I decided to actually, because I got sick, so Craft Every Day in August had to end in September 1st. So I said, okay, let's do days 1 and 2 together. So day 2 is actually impulse buy. You know how it is? Whether it was on sale, it was something that you've been looking for the longest time. So for day 2, it is a stamp set that you had to have instantly. Then you had it, but you never actually used it. All right, so those 2 are the prompts for days 1 and 2. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. All right, so yes, so let's go. Okay, yes, Marian VJ is Vicky. Yes, VJ Designs. Today we celebrate my husband's birthday. Yay! Happy birthday! Oh, I should have confetti. I don't think I have my... Do I have my confetti? Yay! We have! Happy birthday! All right, for Yvette. Okay, how about me joining in the confetti round? Okay, let me see. Okay, let's do that again. All right, so let's do a confetti one again. Okay, let me change the scene so that it would go back. The confetti, one more. Oh, where's my confetti? Okay, there you go. Ooh, not me, the confetti, Lala. Guys, I'm not ready. There you go, bigger confettis. Woohoo, happy birthday. A wonderful day for sure. So Yvette is gonna be very busy indeed. Hold on, let me just make sure. Because I was able to move my camera. I have lots of those. Confetti. Oh, it is Taco Tuesday. Oh, I remember you were preparing for this event a few weeks ago. Or was it a week ago? 2 weeks ago. Right? So, happy birthday and have a great, great celebration, guys. All right. So, now let's go through it. So, for day 1, the oldest one, I do have stamps older than this, my friends. It's just that I decided that they're rubber stamps, okay? Mostly are Penny Black or Hero Arts or, gosh, what were the others? I forgot, right? So, but then I decided it's easier to work with, the polymer one. So let's start with those. So more or less, this stamps I'm going to show you are more or less of the same year. Okay, because that year was the year I got... How old was my sister? Because I remember I got into scrapbooking big time because I wanted to give her a gift that she didn't have yet. Because, when it's hard to give somebody a gift who has everything, so to speak. So I decided, I would give her a scrapbook of her life, right? And so that's how I got into said, I need this. And by the time I know it, I bought so many other things. Okay. So this is called gelatins. Okay. The nice thing about this stamp, this brand, was that it came in like this, right? Cases and gel tins, because it came in tins like this, right? So as you can see, all right. So I hope that it's still alive. Normally, more expensive stamps. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, it just did make a mark onto the tin, but looks pretty okay. As you can see, it's never been used, never been inked, right? So I'm just trying to make sure that everything is there. All right. So there you go. So I don't know, but my very first few stamps were all alphabet stamps. I just found that alphabet stamps were always useful. especially those that I can use for titles, right? So that's why I actually have maybe like a fourth of all my stamps. I have not actually had made any inventory of my stamps. Absolutely, it will be in the thousands. Absolutely, right? So, but I don't know exactly, right? So, this one, okay? So, I would want, okay, so you guys decide. Okay, of course, I always let you do the harder part. Okay, so would it be this one or, okay, this one, Autumn Leaves. Autumn Leaves was another one of my very favorites. Okay, this is in early 2000s. Okay, again, I really didn't like stamping before because there was no Misty yet. There were no stamping platform. Stamping was hard, right? If you didn't make it right the first time, then it's gonna be hard to actually create very crisp images. But when you see, the design team members create, the stuff with stamps, it's like, oh, they're so pretty. I want to do that, right? So this was, I love this before because of that time I had Sam, right? And Sam was a toddler. So I said, I want this. It's so cute, right? Stuff like that. But I never really got to use it. Okay. So that's another one. And then there's this called Ink Boutique. Ink Boutique. It's very cheap compared to this two. This is most expensive. This is mid. But these are very cheap. But, they look like the usual rubber stamps. Okay, but they actually, you need to use it with a stamping block like this, right? So, and since it was cheap, I think I got basically whatever came out here in the Philippines, right? So these are the ones that I actually pulled out from my stash. As you can see, perfect, clean condition. Never been used. All right, so the desire was, oh, these are gonna be perfect for my baby scrapbook albums of Sam. But many layouts later, I still haven't used them. Sam has a lot of albums. Okay, sad to say, with Jose Luis B-Boy, he doesn't have as much albums as Samantha because by that time I'm, busy already really working. Right? So with Sam, I really was able to focus on her. Okay. So now, which one do I use, my friends? This one, the Ink Boutique. Okay. The Autumn Leaves or the Gelatins. Okay. So that's the name. Gelatins. Okay. So which one do you want me to work with tonight? Okay. That is for the day 1 prompt. Okay, so for the day 2 prompt, you don't need to decide anymore because immediately when I saw this, I said, yes, that's it. This is a tattered angel's screen. Oh gosh, it's so dirty. Hold on. I'm sorry. You have to dust it up. If I could did that. Oh, it's so dusty. Look at that. My prints of my fingers. That's how dusty it is. Anyways. Okay, sorry, my friends. So this is a tattered angels. Remember your tattered angels, inks? So it's a clear stamp. It's grand scale because it can do a 12 by 12. Perfect for a 12 by 12. And that time, of course, as a scrapbooker, our main, what do you call this? Our main canvas is a 12 by 12. I rarely did an 8.5 by 11, either a 12 by 12 or an 8 by 8, right? And then this is a vintage inspired stamps for scrapbooks, although there were cards, crafts, decor, and more. Okay, so you also use glimmer mists and glimmer screens. I actually have glimmer screens as well. Okay, so I bought this. I said, oh, that is so awesome. It looks so pretty. It would make, making vintage layouts, make it easy, right? And then I never really used it. It says here 2009 Tattered Angels. Alright, so never used it. But when it got released, I got it. Yeah. So that's the thing. So this one is what I'm gonna use. Hopefully. I don't know if we can actually pull it out. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the upper part is a soft acetate. This is a hard acrylic. Okay, so far. Okay, it hasn't powdered up. Okay, but can I remove it? Okay, it can. Oh, it has survived time. So sometimes it's nice to buy a little bit products that are a little bit more expensive. Because the quality, I guess. Oh, it still survived. Look at how clean that is. Never ever been used. First time to actually get out of its packaging, right? I'm just laughing, but I hope I made your day. Okay, so if you are feeling guilty, I hope that made you feel less guilty. Right? And of course, you have lots of these. Which one? The Ink Boutique Yvette? Hello, Roy. Good morning, good morning. This is Tech Troublemaker, my dear friend Roy. Good morning, Roy, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. I know you guys are coming up from Labor Day long weekend, right? So it's your first day at work. Yes, Wims, much better. By the way, Wims, I need you to message me your address because I think I have put together a little bit of stuff for you that you can use for Mira. Okay, there you go. Today is only Tuesday. I thought your live stream is scheduled for tomorrow. Yes, actually, there is really no live today, Wims, right? Because I am going back to my regular schedule. It's just that supposed to be my Stash-tember, I was going to do it as a shorts. But since I've been very busy catching up with work, by the time I know it, I said, oh my goodness, what time is it? And I haven't done anything. Rather than actually filming, editing, I said, okay, I might as well just go live and just do days 1 and 2 and then do the rest as either just a finished product, a post, or a shorts, right? So you can do the same, my friends. You don't need to come and go live, doing this. You can actually just show what you did, post it on Instagram, Facebook, or wherever you want to post it on TikTok. Okay, just don't forget to use the hashtag Stash-tember, okay, or Stash-tember 2025. Right? So, yes. Alphabet stamps were the first ones you bought too, Wims. Yes, right? She said she wasn't planning. Yes, I wasn't. Oh, I see, but I love. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, please don't forget to hit that like. Yes, and everybody saying hi to everybody. Okay, so let me go back to this. I am yet to craft autumn theme. I'm still thinking what to do. Okay, I bought 3 sets of Lindy's Gang Magicals to play with. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. I vote for Ink Boutique, Susan said. I'm very indecisive this morning. All right, so you want the Ink Boutique. Okay, so let's go for that. Okay, I'll go back to that. All right, who else? That screen stamps are really awesome. Great for mixed media art and journal. Yes, because Tattered Angels the first item that I bought for Tattered Angels is actually the mists, not really the stamp. So when they released the stamp, I said, oh, I need to have that, right? Cool stamp set. Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome, Wims. Because I was going to, I said, oh, these are for kids. Oh, these are for babies. So I don't have a baby anymore, right? So both my kids are grown up. So, okay, might as well. This is for Wims. Okay, I have a lot of the must-have stamp purchases that I have never. High five, Yvette. I can feel you. I feel you. No judgment. All right, so you guys, okay, so Susan said, okay, was it Susan or Vicky? Okay, hold on. My memory. You know how my memory is? Okay, it's Susan. Okay, so Ink Boutique. Okay, so I have here several. So which one do you want? Okay, so let's go through this. Okay, but this is more for journaling. So maybe that is out. Okay, because I want to make a card today. All right, so I'm pulling that thing out because it's more for journaling. Okay, so this one, think this is the same. Oh, different. I thought they look the same. It's just different words. This is love, 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 love. This is dream, live, love, laugh, imagine, play, discover. Okay, and then this one, oh, this is cute. This one is like that. Why didn't I just do... Hello, Lala. That would have been easier to see, right? If we had just did it like that. Sorry, guys. All right, so this one is like cross stitch or stitches. So you can do like faux stitching. Okay, so which among the 4, okay, of the ink boutique, okay, would you like me to work with for day 1? Okay, so we'll do 2 cards for day 1, one for day 2, another one. All right. So all right. So which one, my friends? Okay, I will wait for you because making decisions as to what to do is very hard. So I always give it to you guys. So my life is easier. I just have to put it together, right? Anyways, I don't have anything planned because this is not I'm not supposed to go live. This was supposed to be just a post, okay, a shorts, something like that. It's just that I didn't have time to do anything. So I picked the line. Okay, so since Susan picked the line, okay, so Susan will let Vicky choose the set, okay? And Vicky said top left. Okay, let me see though. When you say top left, your left, okay, left is this. Right is this. Is it your left? If you're watching, so this is it. Is this correct? Left and right, guys. Hello, Lala. Lala, Earth to Lala. Okay. Okay. All right, is this the one? Or is it this one? Susan. I mean Vicky. All right. Okay, so let go of this. So this too you didn't like? Oh, butterfly. Okay, so it's this one. Okay. Got it. All right. Thank you, Vicky, and thank you, Susan, for making my life easy. All right. So, Susan chose Ink Boutique. Okay, and Vicky chose this butterfly. All right. So, let's do our first project. Let me just go grab our... my internet. No. Okay, I am trying to just pull out some of my... Okay, it's my Misty onto the side of my table. And let's work with this butterfly. Come here, gorgeous butterfly. All right. So what did I do? I stuck it to the paper. Oh, okay. So I cannot remove it like so it looks like that. Wow. It's very sticky because it's never been used. All right. So maybe we can also use, this one. Oh, the others feels like it's getting powdery. Oh, maybe it's starting to disintegrate. Just a little. Okay. There you go. Okay. So it's from the same... Actually, this one's Ink Boutique had like the big sets. And these are actually individuals. Right? So these are even cheaper because you can buy them as individuals. So this is actually an individual stamp. This one is an individual stamp. And I know now, and I realize now why it's cheaper. Look at how thin it is. Right? But the thing though is, even though it's thin, it is rubber. So you know how it is when it's rubber? It is it makes a nicer impression, right? But okay, I can feel that there's kind of a film, like what do you call that? Mm, shine. What do you call this? A little bit of a texture, like that of a film. Hold on. Okay, so let me just grab. Okay, so I think we need to, of course, since it's a new stamp, we need to condition our stamp. So let us just. Okay, hold on. I just need to get some stuff. I can't reach it. Okay, so normally, okay, I would just, just to make sure that whatever protective layer there is from the manufacturing, okay, is gone. Because when that because otherwise, when you ink the stamp, okay, the ink will not actually adhere to it, so your image might be splashy or it's not gonna be crisp, right? So actually, that's one thing I hated about stamping before the era of stamp platforms. Of course, you can always use your your stamping rule. What do you call what do you call that? I forgot that. What's it called? Stamp positioner. There you go. Because it's shaped like a T. All right, no, not the stamp positioner. What do you call that? The stamp. Okay, you guys try to remember and tell me in the chat. What's that T thing that I have? Actually not here. I know it's on the other side. This one. This one. Stamp positioner. There you go. Goodness gracious. All right. So let's check first. Let's do a trial inking. All right. So, okay. Let's use VersaFine. Okay. Okay, let's use a pigment ink. Normally, it's easier to use a dye ink. Okay, but since I want to see the, the lines and the crispiness of the design, so just be careful. The thing, though, with this, since it's very, very thin, okay, so it's easy to smear ink onto the other parts of the stamp where you're not supposed to, but I was just very careful. Okay, and then I will put it on top. Okay, where is now my... Okay, my... Where are my... You know how it is, my friends. Okay, I can't find my... Okay. What do you call that? My whiteboard marker. Okay, as you know, my hands are very weak. So I like use, see? So in the days prior to stamp platforms and positioners, so once you have that kind of image, that's it. Because if you try to go back, the most probably will not be able to, go back to it because you cannot align. How can you align? It's colored, you don't even know how you're gonna put it back like so, right? So this one. All right, so you can see that the ink didn't even transfer onto that. So there's something wrong with this. Either that one, because it's not about the inking. Okay, but anyways, so try to do that part and this part. So those are the part that I felt needs more. It's a good thing that this stamp actually is, what do you call that? There you go. Okay, so our butterfly looks perfect now. Okay. But this one is not. Okay. There you go. Oh, it's too much. Okay, this is what it looks like now. Not bad, right? So probably we could actually ink those, right? So that's the image that we produced. Okay, so now let's clean our stamp and okay, use a different ink as we want to color it, right? So, and this one is not okay with Copic markers or alcohol ink markers. So we'll have to clean it off. Okay. So if you, that's the thing, right? So again, if you are, and then you're like, what happened to the stamp? So before, actually this ink boutique, right? This ink boutique stamps, they give you this foam. When you buy, it includes this one. So if you have a bigger one, then they'll give you this. If you have a bigger one, they'll give you a square one. So it depends on how big the ink boutique. So this one's actually is perfect for that because they know that to make a good impression on the stamp, you need to have a flat surface but that has a little bit of a give, right? So that the impressions are crisper. So this comes free with Ink Boutique. That's why I have a lot of these because it came free, okay, as a freebie. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, okay, this one actually is a stamp cleaner, okay? So if you want to, remove, okay, some of the inks that has gone through the crevices of that one, so this cleans it up. Now if you have a friend, you know that I experienced before, you know how it is when you're new, right? So can I borrow your stamp because that's very nice, and then my goodness, it won't clean, right? So no matter how many times I've cleaned it with a stamp cleaner, soap and water, alcohol, whatever it is, I could like grab my hands on to clean, it wouldn't go back to its original look. And the owner actually has not even used it. And I really saw when I returned it, like the disappointment in her face, right? That, why does it look like this? Like, I let you borrow, it's pristine, it's perfect, right? So after that, it's like, I will borrow scissors, I will borrow, paper trimmer, like that, if in a crop or something when we meet for scrapbooking and stuff, but never stamp. Because unless the person is okay that the stamp will stain, right? Because most stamps, but the thicker rubber stamps, unless you use a very permanent ink, okay, can actually be okay to use. Okay, you can what do you call this? You can you can clean it. Okay. And so, because I am lazy today, my friends, so I am not going to be embossing anything. Okay, but as you can see, I'm working on the butterfly first. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so let me see. But I have an idea. Okay, so let me go. Oh, but if I make that as a background, I don't. Okay, okay, still okay, good. All right. So this is the this one. We will use this. Okay, so I'm using an MFT. That my favorite things, extreme black. Oh, I'm sad actually. I don't know if it continued, right? So that MFT actually closes its doors this month. Thank you so much, MFT, for a wonderful, wonderful products. I love MFT. I have built up quite a collection. And they were actually a sponsor of my very first craft getaway about 2 years ago. And I've been able to actually meet up with them, the owner and the staff, based in Florida. They're beautiful people, very, very accommodating, fun. And so, I really am praying for the industry as a whole, right? So, again, this is Stamptember, okay? So, a lot of manufacturers release new products and stuff. It's just that for me, I just really have a lot. So, I said I'm going to do Stash-tember. But if you want to do both, that helps the the industry. This is the one I'm supposed to be stamping. Okay, you know how it is when you're talking and then you're working, and the lose focus, right? So if you could support both, that would be great. It would help our industry, the manufacturers in the community to continue, with creating products, so that this thing that we love most will continue on, right? So I don't know how many times I think my ink pad is losing its juiciness. Okay, so one more. Let's try a different one. Okay, just one more, and then I'll create my background. All right, there you go. Okay, so we will put it aside first. Okay, I might forget which one is which. Okay, so this one I cannot color that with alcohol ink. Okay, wow, I'm gonna color. I actually saw Lynn's question. Her question was in our group, the coloring with Meg. It's like, when was the last time you colored anything? I was like, my goodness, when? Several months ago, so long ago. It's like maybe 2 months ago. So it's like, ew. All right. And then let's make this for the background. Shadow. So let's go for like a morning frost. Okay, let's use the Altenew one. So it's just gonna look like it's gonna be like a background. Of some sort. You know what? Instead of doing that, might as well. Okay, I'll just ink it first. I will just go grab that. Okay, and then just, yes, have that, kind of a look. Right? And I'm gonna make that as like the background for my, my butterfly. So nothing too nothing too solid or too even. Like that. Okay. There you go. I was initially thinking of putting that as a background and then layering the butterfly, and then I realized they're basically the same size, so it's gonna just get lost in translation. So might as well. All right, so those are our two stamps. Again, don't forget to clean them immediately. All right, so that especially if you are a person who dislike having your stamps stained, then you can actually clean it immediately. And if you do have like stamp cleaner, right, so you can definitely use those. Okay, and to actually make cleaning even better and faster, right? So sometimes I put the in a smaller container, so it's easier to just whisk away. All right, and then just clean. Okay, so that I'm gonna be able to use that again for later, since we're gonna use this for later. Okay, we'll just put this aside first. Okay, just close my inks. All right, and then let me see, what are we gonna do next? All right, so what we're gonna do next is, okay, we just go back to this and this. All right, so okay, so maybe we will finish all the stamping first, right? So let's go to this one as well. Okay, so for that one, let's use our bigger Misty. I rarely use my 12 by 12 Misty because there is no use for it, right? So most of the time we just make an A2 size card or a 5 by 7 card, so that is more than enough for us, right? So this is the 12 by 12 Misty together with original magnets that I have over here. All right, so let me just clean it. What did I do here before that? Why is it very dirty? Okay, I don't know if that thing is underneath or I probably didn't clean it when I used it the last time. See? Okay, all the stains from whatever ink I used still in the inside panel. Okay. So if you have a stamp cleaner, it's easy. Now it's very pristine. It's very, very clean. All right. Okay, so there you go. It's white and clean, like it's brand new. Okay. T-Ruler, Stamp Magic. Yes, that's actually the brand. I think Stamp Magic is a brand. Cute. Riley & Co. is carrying their products. Oh, Riley & Co. They're in their clearance center. Oh, clearance already? No, you colored with Dinky during one of your SIDA. Oh, yes, you're right. That was coloring. See? Thank you so much, Wims, for reminding me. That has already, I've forgotten about that. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. Since we have everything out already, let's just do all the inking first. Okay. So for this one, so that's the thing. Since this is supposed to be for an 8 by 8, and I'm not gonna make a scrapbook layout. Definitely, we're just going to create cards. Let me see. Okay, let me just. Okay, so the thing is, since this does not have a sticky mat, or maybe I can. Okay, you know what? What we can do is to my waffle flower sticky mat, remove the sweet petunia Misty, this one, and then put this over here. Cool. Sometimes I use my brain. Right? Sometimes I actually think. All right, cool. All right, and then I will just remove this thing. All right, so that I can still use. Oh, but then I will not be able to see this one though. All right, it's okay. Let me see. If I can do it like this, but then it's not going to. If I lift it, will it stick? Yeah, it's gonna move. It's okay. Anyway, more important is it's gonna stick. I don't need the measurements anyways, so I can remove both. Okay, so normally with this one, with the smaller Misty, I don't remove that side. Okay, so this is the sticky mat from Waffle Flower. Okay, that I actually use with my Misty. Okay, with my classic Misty, not the mini Misty, the classic one. My mini doesn't have one. Okay, so I just put it here so that I can, okay, put the paper I want to stamp. All right, and then, oh, maybe it should be watercolor paper, right? Let's go grab some watercolor paper. Okay, watercolor paper, where are you? I'm looking for watercolor paper. There you go. Okay, so let's use some watercolor paper instead. Okay, let's remove that and use some watercolor paper for this one. All right. Okay. So how now? Imagine, prior to the advent of the Misty and that, this is gonna be very hard, right? So let me see. Which one do I want to use? I think I want to use this one. Right? Oh my goodness. I hope I don't rip this. Oh. Come on. Okay, try not to pull it too much, my friends, because it might stretch out the image too much. All right, there. All right, so I think I want that. And then do I have like a shadow, like a circular thingy? Okay, so let's see. All right, so maybe I should have created a background. I should have inked this first. You know what? I'm just thinking, where did I put my splatter box? My very high-tech splatter box is actually a paper bag. You know, when you buy something like a cake or a pastry, and normally it's like a square bag like this, right? So it's actually just, a craft bag. Okay, and then I just push in one of the sides in like so. Okay, and then I have a splatter box, right? Like so. Okay. And then if I'm done, I just fold and then stash away. Right? So it's not as strong as a corrugated box, but if you're just gonna ink just one or something, I think this is gonna be okay. Right? So before we actually ink or stamp that, I feel that we should first do our inking. Right? Since this is a Tattered Angel product, okay, stamps, so might as well get some Tattered Angels over there. All right, so let me change my camera view. Where is that? Which side is that? I forgot which one. That it doesn't. Okay, no worries. I won't show it anymore. Okay, you just have to wait for me. Okay, you heard something fall. It's one of the bottles. Okay, my friends. Okay. We have here some Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. Right? So, I have here pink, antique brass, tattered leather. Okay. So, give me 3. I want 3 colors. Brick, mistletoe, cream de chocolate, burnt red, moonlight, it's kind of blue, and golden terracotta. Okay. I don't have any. No. These are the only ones that has survived. So which of these, give me 3 colors do you want me to use? Okay, so you have, these are, I have so many red. You have burnt red, you have brick, you have cream de chocolate, you have Viva Pink. Okay, we need 3. I want 3. Okay, and then we have moonlight, mistletoe, golden terracotta, antique brass, and tattered leather. Okay? Oh, what is the good idea? Hold on. Okay. So while waiting for your answers, let me see. Oh, whims. Remember, this is very, 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 very old. Sorry. It means that this is no longer available. Meg! Oh my goodness, Meg! We were just talking about you and coloring. Hi, Meg. Thanks for dropping by. Good morning. Oh my goodness. All right. Meg, are you releasing something for September? Okay, so Vicky said chocolate, blue, and terracotta. Oh, nice. You know, that's one thing I'm not good at. You know, that's why I give you all the difficult part. Okay, so you said terracotta. Oh, tattered leather. Good choice. Tattered leather. You know what? Let's do several. Okay, so first there's chocolate, blue, and terracotta. Okay, chocolate, blue. Okay, and chocolate. Where's chocolate? Where are you, chocolate? Okay, that's the first combination. And then there's your... oh, the splatter box. Yes, right? And it's so easy to carry around. Let's say you're gonna go for a crop somewhere or a card making somewhere. Okay. Oh, Meg is here and she says, okay, I'm excited. Okay. Golden terracotta. Antique brass. Nice. Antique brass and tattered leather. All right. So it seems that the garden terracotta is a favorite. Okay. Oh, I forgot a mistletoe. I do have a mistletoe. Okay. So your new magical nose for September 15. Oh, wow. All right. So there is an additional release to the Gnome series. Okay. That Meg actually released earlier on. So it's going to be released on September 15. Is there like a special day sale or hop or something, Meg, that we should watch out for? Sorry, you know, I've been kind of sick for a while, so I'm not updated as much. So if you Do have an announcement, Meg? Feel free to put it in the chat. Okay, hold on. What is happening? Okay, let me see. All right. Okay, don't forget that, guys. September 15. All right, so let's get me some more of these watercolor papers. I hope that these are actually indeed watercolor papers. I feel they are. All right, so let's just do a little, I've not used them for a long while, and I feel that the pigments have actually, but these are tattered angels. These are really beautiful. Okay, so let us just mixy and see, okay, what we can come up with. Oh, it's actually very beautiful. Oh no, it's almost gone. Just a little bit like that. But it's okay. It has been very, I just hope that I actually cleaned the spouts of, because I don't have any more extra. Okay, so I would just clean the spouts like so. Because if I've not used them for quite a while, sometimes they get clogged. Okay. I'm actually now trying to spritz, but nothing's coming out. Okay, let's just do a trial. I have to go farther. That was the tattered leather. Okay. And the terracotta. Okay, remember our design is okay, and then we can always adjust our design. And then this is the terracotta. The terracotta. All right. Okay, so I normally don't like those very big. All right, so there you go. That's our first background. Let's do another one. All right. Okay, let's make it like this down. 4. Oh, the chocolate is too strong. Right? Where's the other one? That's 1, 2. Oh. Where did I put the other one, my friends? Did you see that? That's too much. What's this one? That's the tattered leather. Okay, and so this is the antique brass. So which one did we not use? Okay, then the next one would be we'll let go of this too. I'll just make sure that I wipe the spouts, so hopefully it doesn't clog. All right, so what do you normally do, guys? Do you spritz it first with the dark one and then end up with the lightest one on top? Or do you, right? Okay, and then like that. I what do you do so that it's not gonna turn up with, I don't like very very big blobs of like that. One more. See, that's when you have your paints out anyways, right? So normally I would spray away. Oh, but I like that. I like the look of that. That is cool. So, where is my... I forgot that I actually have my heat gun here. Heat tool. Not a heat gun, but a heat tool. Okay, so sometimes I do look the way they got splattered. This kind of like, okay, it's like everything somehow. Okay, I like this one. The way that it got splattered. Okay. Just make sure that everything is dry so we can work on it. So it's very easy when people are deciding for you. It's hard when I have to be the one to decide. Okay, and now that it's done, okay, I will just cover all my tattered angels. Okay, so that I make sure that they are not gonna dry up or not gonna clog up. See, the last time I've used them was so long ago. Okay, and this one, okay, it will have to be folded and then it's just gonna be stored in so that when I need it, it's easy. I'll just pull it out. Okay. Like so. There you go. All right, so now, oh, Dinky's here. Hi, dear friend. Yes, this is Doc Dinky, my dear friend, who actually joined me, Meg, in coloring. In our episode for beginners for coloring. Of course, whenever we color, we think of you, Meg, because for me, you were my teacher. And of course, Wims is as well. Wims has always been there to encourage me to, you can do that, Mommy Lala, you can. So the nice thing about tattered angels, when they were initially wet, it's like very, very faint. But when it dries up, it looks very pretty. It even has that sparkle. I don't know, maybe the pigments have settled because they're almost gone. So it's very, very shiny. Let me see. See, because yes, the nice thing about it is it's add a fine glimmer to your crafting projects, right? So there you go. I'll just move it aside. Excuse me, my dear friends. My coughing fit is back. I hope I can. All right. Okay, so now let's go back to our glimmer. There you go. Sorry, friends. Let me just straighten. Wim said, don't be afraid of the spray, just the process. How I wish Wims was here. Yes, I know I had to move further away. But I am scared because it might splatter all over my gadgets and my gadgets are all here. Just buy more Merry ensaymada. I don't know if you guys know what ensaymada is. It's like a fluffy bread with cheese and sugar on top. It's very, very delicious. So it's a normal pasalubong or gift. Okay, so when you visit somebody or you meet up with somebody. All right. So now let's go and finish up our cards. Okay, so which of these now will we actually use for this one? Hold on, let me just cut it to the size you want. Okay, before we actually, I feel this is a quite big. I knew it. Okay, so let's cut everything to just the right size. I really love this one. So even the strips, I'm not gonna throw away. Not just yet. Look at that. Oh. Okay. 4.25. Just choosing which side I want to leave. By 5.5. Okay, 4.25. By 5.5. 4.25. All right, so all our four watercolored panels have been cut to size, and we even have strips that we can use for our art journals. All right. Okay, so we go back to our stamp. Okay, and choose which one. Move chair. Okay, we want to use for this one. Okay, we actually, for some, let's stamp it on this one and then put it on top. Some we stamp them. What do you think, friends? Right? So we could do that. Okay, so for some, we stamp directly. Okay. All right. We're gonna stamp this directly. Okay, so this is a 12 by 12. You know what? I could have actually not used a 12 by 12 because I'm not gonna be using the bigger one. Yeah, but anyway, since we have it, I rarely use it anyway. Might as well use the 12 by 12 Misty. Just because it's out. All right, so the look of this stamp is actually, oh, we haven't conditioned it just yet. Okay, let's see what's gonna look like. Right? Since this is the first time we're using this stamp that has been in my stash for, maybe as old as Samantha is. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. For a stamp that has never been conditioned. See, sometimes really good quality stamps, you don't even need to condition, or just a little bit of rubbing like this and that is enough, and it's good to go. That's awesome. Okay, and up again. I hope that because it's leaning on my Rodecaster Pro, that my mixer doesn't fall off my table. That's why I'm trying not to tap too hard, because it might. Okay, again, I cannot find my. Okay. I love it. So it has that look of a. I need to remove the. Yes, splatter. Okay, see, has that gorgeous, vintage European look to it. Okay. And then find a circle. Oh, that's perfect. Ha, ha, ha. And then I will just die cut that. My die cut machine is wow. Ah, it's here. It's here. Sorry, friends. Hold on. Okay. All right. One down. Okay, so let me just cut this, my friends. All right. Okay, let me just grab me some washi tape. Okay. And then we're just gonna ink the side so it's not too white. Okay. All right. Like that. Okay, let me just run it through my die cutting machine. So how about you, my friends? What stamp or stash do you have that you haven't used? Okay, have not ever used. Okay, so if you want, we could give it over here, and then you know what, we can actually give it that vintagey look as well by just giving it a rub of onto its side like so, right? So there you go. So it doesn't look so off. All right, so that's gonna go over there. Okay, so that's one. Okay, and then probably we will color, of course, this butterfly. What will I do with this one since I actually cut it? You know what? I'm just gonna use this for another one. All right, so that I can just focus on this. Right, so let's color this one first before we decide. All right, so what else do you want me to use from this stamp set anyway? Do you see anything else you want me to use? Oh, there one that says adventure. Right, so we can even come up with what do you call that? The sentiment for it, adventure. Can it fit the adventure word? Can it fit through here? Will the word adventure fit? No, it's not. I was thinking I would put it like inside this like thing. That would have been great. How about if we put that butterfly? See, we're mixing days 1 and 2. Okay, how about if I use this one? See? for a stamp this, oh, nice. It still works. I mean, it works perfectly. Right, so let's go grab this one first and let's clean it before I actually forget to clean it. All right. So I hope that you would also find joy in going through your stash. Okay, day one, look for your oldest stamp, okay, that you have in your stash. Okay, doesn't have to be as old as this, but what you have, based on what you have, okay, which one do you have that you feel is the oldest, and so that you can actually kind of use it, right? So again, never been used. Okay, it's not as if that's something that if there is anyway. Okay, maybe there's really nothing that you haven't used yet. That's good, right? But if you are like me, who has a lot of stuff that has never been used. Okay, I know Amy Yulan, okay, of Creativity Playground, a dear friend of mine, is actually joining us. She said that she might go live. Okay, if not live, probably she's gonna post it on her Instagram or on her Creativity Playground, right? So maybe, okay, so for this one, maybe not that. Okay, where is my butterfly? Where is the butterfly? And then I will put like that. The butterfly will be on top of that. Okay, so let me think first. Okay, let me have a play with this. Okay, so what I want to, okay, so I might want it to look something like that. And then I will put the butterfly somewhere on top of that. Or I could make it go under. The butterfly would be under and then it will go on top like that. All right, so what do you guys think? So will I stamp this onto this? All right, and then I will color the butterfly and then put it on top. Or do I color in the butterfly, stick it onto there, and then put it on top? You know what? I think it's nicer if it would fly. Sorry about that, friends. I asked, but I decided. Sorry, love you. Silly me. All right, there you go. So, since I don't want it to be like too way up there because the butterfly is kind of big, so we're gonna lower this kind of over there. All right, so a little more or less off center. All right. Okay, and then let's color. Let's just go for the... Oh, I haven't conditioned this stamp yet, by the way. So let's just... Okay, the nice thing about this stamp though is it's distressed. So even if it doesn't stamp perfectly, then that's fine. Because it's not really meant to be perfect, look perfect, because it's vintage, right? So it does have a little bit of, or a lot of imperfections. But you know how it is with vintage? The more it, oh, see there, I can see already. Okay, that it is not making a great impression yet. The stamp is not conditioned yet. There you go. Just rub this a little bit more. I can feel it. Maybe we need to just sand it a little bit. You know, sanding your stamps a little. Okay, fine sandpaper actually can help condition your stamp. Oh, what am I using? This is a VersaFine one. Okay, anyways, I'm not gonna color in this one. And my see, it's better now. You can see it inks better now compared to a little while ago. There you go. There you go. Okay, I don't wanna. Just in case. All right, there you go. Nothing fancy. Okay, so let's remove this one and just put it over here at my back. Okay, and go to this one and let's start coloring. Okay, so the part where I actually am not good at, but it's okay. You guys are there. What will the color be of this butterfly? Right? So what will the color be, my friends? Probably. Let's have something like that. And then a little bit of, okay, be that and that. All right, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Just pulling out colors here and there, and then let's see. At the end of the day, if things don't work out, Wims would always tell me, it's a whimsical butterfly, right? So when the colors don't match, it's okay. All right, Meg said butterfly on top. All right, the postage or the map. Oh yeah, it would have been nice as well, right? The postage or the stamp. But I decided on this one. Hi, Tina K. Thanks for dropping by. Yes, so there. Oh, it's a good thing. You know, I didn't read this, but it's a good thing I stamped it directly. Thank you, Wims. Yes, stamping directly to the paper, then a butterfly. Okay. Yellow, orange. Oh, thank you, Meg. Okay. Raw colors. Yellow, orange, red. Thanks, Meg. Yellow, orange, and red. Yellow, orange. Meg, was I like doing ES exercise, like mental telepathy on you? It's like we rarely have Meg in the chat. So it's like she knew I needed help today. Tears are good. Oh, teals. Oh, which one? Okay, Meg. I was like looking at the colors of my background. That's why I decided on like these colors. I was like, this one kind of looks like that, this dot. And I do know that like some mariposas have very nice, different colors like that. And then the browns, but I think those are moth, not butterfly. So which ones, Meg? So you said orange, yellow, and red. I could go with that. Okay, I will let Meg decide for me. Right, Tina? You are always doing great things. Thanks, Meg. But I really need help. Which color? You know me, guys. When it comes to color, it's like, that's why I'm afraid of the color, because sometimes I'm almost at the end of my work and then I will mess it up because I didn't do the right color combination. Okay, teal. Okay. So this comes in, okay, with, all right. So this 4. Oh my gosh, how am I going to do that? right. Whatever. Okay, butterfly. I'm sorry in advance. If ever you don't turn. Meg, I haven't been coloring in a long while. Now I'm scared because Meg is there. uh, okay, so please make sure that you don't judge Meg by the way that my coloring is. Because I have not been practicing. Okay. So I'll just do some basic color in some of the white faces first as I try to determine how I'm gonna make this butterfly look or give justice to this beautiful butterfly. Okay. 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 No rhyme or reason, friends. Guys, can you turn away first? Go somewhere, come back after like 10-15 minutes. It's like, I'm getting scared. Is this the right butterfly anyways? Yeah, I think this is. Because remember, one butterfly I actually added or I inked with. I feel that it's bleeding or it's okay. What ink did I use here? Let me just make sure that my ink is dry. I feel that somehow the ink is all right. Okay. Okay. Whew, whew, whew. What will the wings look like? All right, here goes nothing. Meg would say, like the curl, like that. Look, I'm sorry. Guys, Meg does have a coloring class. If you're like me, who's so afraid of, coloring and stuff, she has she has classes on LV Handcrafted's website, right? So there are free ones, okay, and then there are paid ones. Okay, but if it's your desire to actually learn how to color better, I'm still at the process of learning. Like right now, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just basically trying to finish coloring this awesome butterfly. Where am I gonna put this red thing, Meg? Okay. I'm afraid to look at the chat. I'm afraid. I will just go ahead with this. Oh my gosh. Whew, 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 whew. Do I go? I don't know what to do. Okay, let's try. Kinda like transitioning to it's like I've seen butterflies that look kind of like this, like that mixture of colors and such. Oh, gosh, what is this? Sorry, my friends, I don't know as well. We end up put in the yellow in between. Finish it off like so, and maybe a pinch of peel. So you can see there is no what? No shadows, no nothing yet. Okay. So I don't know if I'm gonna get to that. We'll see. So let's just put all the lines to be teal. It's just so tiny, tiny. I feel it's kind of hard to. Not looking at the chat. I'm afraid. I'm gonna look up when this is done. Then that's it. No more changes. Oh, that's wrong. Shouldn't have done that. Anyways. Sorry. Sorry, guys. It's done. You see, I'm basically trying to color whatever is not colored in with orange. Okay, and then I'll just come in to do a little bit of shadows. I will just darken some of. Okay, so normally Meg would say that most of the time the edges would have to be a little. I'll go back onto the. But I feel that it's bleeding. Oh, the black ink is bleeding. What? I'll just work it. Maybe this is the part that the bigger ones are, I think the bigger are the ones I can put a little bit of shadow, so to speak. But for the others that are very, very tiny, I don't think I can. I think that's where I will just have to focus on. Okay. That's it. Glee. Oh my goodness, friends. It's okay. Now we will just fussy cut. Okay. You can do it. You can do it. Thank you. Thank you, Wims. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Jade. You guys, do you see how nervous I am? Just color like when you were a child. That's the thing, Yvette. When I was a child, I can't do coloring. Because I would always go beyond the, outside the lines. And I think my son has got the same issue. But my daughter, Sam, actually is the one who is good at drawing, coloring, calligraphy. She is really, the artist in the family. I am more, I like doing DIY stuff. I'm more the crafter. But artistically, it is my daughter who has the gift. I'm happy, at least, my daughter has a talent I don't have. So in my center, if you do visit or in the future, you would see that scattered around the place are paintings of Sam. When she was younger, she actually did the painting, a big one of the Death Star, and that was sold. Somebody actually bought it. It was on acrylic. Okay. Hi, Yvette. No rules, just play, said Meg. Yes, I love how children color. They just color without any worries. Going outside the lines was half the fun. That's okay. You're cutting it out anyways. Correct. Right. So there you go. So this is just like somebody who is like in elementary school colored it. Right. So no layering, no nothing. Because I actually remembered Lynn asking in the group, when was the last time you colored anything? I was like, uh-oh. And then I said, oh, for a very long time. And then, Wims reminded me, oh no, you actually colored a few, like a week ago or so with Doc Dinky. And then I remember, oh yeah, you're right, we did. See, I already forgot. Because I felt that is really very, very basic actually. So, but, this, I really have to practice again because it's almost the holidays and I'll be doing a lot of cards and of course a lot of stamping and that would be a lot of coloring. And if you are actually in the Stamptember mood, right? So of course you can do both the Stash-tember and the Stamptember. All right. So September 15. Is it 15, Meg? I actually forgot. Is it 15 or 16? Is gonna be the release of another set of gnome stamp, okay, from Meg, right? So we all love, okay, her series of gnomes, and so the new one actually is gonna come out September 15. How cool and awesome is that? Thank you so much, Meg, for coming up with such awesome gnomes stamp set. And of course, if you have an issue about how do I color it, how do I make it pretty and stuff, of course Meg will definitely show us how. All right, so there you go. Okay, and then it's so white. Oops. Oh, because you can't see, we gotta remove, okay, Meg's. Okay. Oh, 15. There you go. It's not the 16. It's 15. All right. So Meg, is that like what do you call this? Is that Eastern? No. Yes, in the US, it doesn't matter. It's the same date, right? Just a different time. Okay. So that's the 16th for you, 15th for you guys. So that's the 16th for us. All right. Let me see. That's 2. Just 2. Okay. 2 white. So I'm just inking the edges. And since this is so kind of wavy kind of shape, so I'm just using a tiny brush to ink the edges. So to speak. There you go. My voice has been holding up fine. Thank you, Lord. All right. Okay, and then I'll just shimmy a little. All right, and let's finish off our card. Okay, so again, the theme for today's episode. This is going to be for Stash-tember days 1 and 2. Stash-tember days 1 and 2. Basically, the intent is for us to go through our stash and look for day 1, the oldest one. Okay, again, never, okay, not you haven't been using, never been used. Okay, so that is our intent for today, that you have never actually. Okay, and this for me was this what do you call this? This is the, I forgot what you call this. Ink boutique. Let me see. Let me show you the, where is it? It was just here earlier on. I think I actually, it's INQ. Oh, where is it? Okay, let me check some of the other stamps that might still have the name. Okay, there you go. It's the Ink Boutique. That's the name. Okay, so I have a lot of it because it was the cheapest kind of stamp that wasn't a red rubber stamp. Okay, and so I decided that, oh, okay, so I have a lot of those but never actually used them. Sad, right? So I asked you guys, which one, okay, would you want me to do tonight? And then you said that one. All right, so we do. All right, so that's gonna be the one. Okay, and we're just hard base. That one. I just grab one from down below. And like so. Okay, and then the other one. Okay, this one is okay. The stamp from Tattered Angels. So for the day 2, it is your impulse buy. It's like the minute it got released, you bought it. But then, I never used it until now, right? So until now. So this is the first time this has been out of its packaging. It's a screen prints clear stamps from Tattered Angels. Okay, because they make, there's a word explore. Okay, so let's go grab that explore. Okay, so maybe we can use this one for this one adventure, and let's use this one explore. I think I like that. All right, so let's use that. Okay. Maybe we can do the adventure going like that. Or I'll just strip. What do you think, guys? Okay. Because my adhesives were in the okay, so I should like relocate, okay, so that I don't need to go under and do like that. I might get dizzy. All right, so let's do this one first, the butterfly. Okay. Nice butterfly. Sorry I didn't give you justice, my friend. Don't you worry. I'll try to make up for it next time. Okay. Let's cut a little bit more. Where is my trimmer? Okay, what is the size of this one? This is 4. So let's make it 3.75 by 5 by 5. So that we'll have 2 layers. Okay, that one's a little bit. There you go. And then we'll have that. You see what a little bit of layering can do? All right. I just need to drink. Yes, that's up to day 1 and 2. Thank you. Yes, I've never used to. Yes, make sure that for days 1 and 2, remember, oh my gosh, my voice. These are stamps that you have never, day one, the oldest stamp you have never used. Okay, so I had to go back to my stash and deliberate because my very first ones are really, wooden, okay, red rubber stamps on wood blocks. But then I said, the look and the kind of, how it is before, right? Is not, somehow it's hard to create a project instantly for me anyway. So I said, okay, maybe it's better if I do the polymer ones. So I went through that and I went through several. I showed you some autumn leaves and then some ink boutique. And one was from, what was the other one from? One was from, oh yeah, gelatins, right? And you guys chose, Susan chose the what do you call this? The manufacturer, and Vicky chose the butterfly, and I chose, okay, so for the day two, where it's actually all about the, that impulse buy. It's like when I saw it, I said, oh, I needed to have that. I really needed to have that. And then 3 decades later, still haven't been opened and used, right? So what is, if ever, okay, so you have something like that, okay, then go use that for day number two. Okay, so speaking of, you know, new releases, Meg, my dear friend, our dear friend in the chat, has just released, her newest addition to her gnome line. And if you are like me, who struggles still with coloring, not very confident with your coloring for whatever it is, the kind of stamps that Meg released and is releasing is perfect for you and I, because it's going to be a perfect way to, practice, okay, our coloring skill, because they're perfectly made for us to color them in, right? So that's why I said, does Meg have ESP? She knew I was gonna be doing this. That's why she is here. All right. So again, thank you so much, Meg, and look forward to the release. Okay, so please look out for that one. I know there's so many items being, released. Okay, but if there is someone that we need to support in our community, and then those are like artists like our dear friend Meg, right? So up and coming artists, right? So so the others, they have, already a lot of products out there in the market. So if you do have plans of getting a gift for somebody who's crafty or starting onto this awesome hobby like that we have, maybe that is something that you can give them as a gift. And at the same time, if you are somebody who has like me, who has so much stuff that you just want to say, enough! Let me use my stash first. And that's okay as well, right? Now, like that. Why did I already put it? I haven't stamped this one yet. All right. So then that simply means I have to stamp this on a. All right. Okay. Let me just grab. And I will just. Okay. Stamp this. Okay. I will just stamp explore and adventure. Okay. Let me just ink our sentiments. Okay. Explore and let's see. because again, these are new stamps. Okay, so the ink. There's no magnet, so I'm not sure if it's gonna... Okay. I feel it moved a little. Anyway, it's okay. We're not after perfection. The important thing is we inked it. We used it. After how many decades? Woot woot! Alright, so guys, if you do buy Meg stamps, I promise you, you will not put it away. It's so, so cute. There you go. Alright, so of course, let's not forget to clean it. And I'll just remove from there later. All right, and let's now put our sentiment. Where is my small trimmer? Cannot find. All right. Adventure. I feel which one should be adventure and which one should be explore. Okay, so I feel that this one or this and this one could be this one. So what do you think? Am I right that this one should go over there? And this one should go over. What do you think? Okay. All right, so what do you think, my friends? Which one should go where? Okay, so this will have a different kind of look. So is that okay? Where I placed it? And this will go over here with the butterfly, the Explore one. Wow, this one is, you know, kind of special because this one we really didn't know what we were gonna come up with. Okay, so what do you think, my friends? Let me just check the chat and wipe my hands. Hi, Simzel! Ang ganda ng stamp. Oo nga po, di ba? Ooh, Wims is gonna make days 1 and 2 tonight. Yahoo! Wims, don't forget to put the hashtag Stash-tember and hashtag Stash-tember 2025. Explore for the butterfly. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So we're not yet done. I'm gonna put this together to finalize it. All right. So that's how easy it is. Okay, to, you know, just grab one of those forgotten stamps. First, day 1, oldest. If you don't have stamps, then oldest thing you have as a craft tool or product, okay, but you've never actually used. Okay, so that would be your day 1. Okay, and for your day 2, it has to be what was that product that you were like so waiting for, and then, you know, impulse buy, because like it was the in thing. Everybody wanted it. And so it's like, okay, I want that too. Right? So you actually got onto the bandwagon and bought it and then never used it. Okay, so there might be some products still in your stash that you have not used. Again, it has to be something not used. Okay, so I will not check if it's again, it's honesty system. This is really the intent is for you to use what you have not yet used. Okay, not even once. All right, so that is our intent for today's live stream. All right, let me see. Okay, so yes, you said that. Okay, let me just move everything away so I can just show you what we have finally, done for today. But you know what? I'll just add a little bit. Okay, final touches. So let me just add some bits of, gem, shimmer onto, this. Okay, so maybe, where will we put it? Okay. I hope I don't ruin it. Okay. Ladder of gold. I like this confetti. I got that from Helen of Crafty Mama Diaries, and I'm actually running out, so I actually need to order. This were actually given to me by her. Okay, so I need more, so I have to get. All right, and then this one, Adventure. Okay, I'm still gonna use those gold ones. I like that they're very flat. They don't have like what do you call that? Sequence where there's a hole in the middle. So there you go. Just classic, antique, elegant look for the second one. The first one, a little bit whimsical. All right. So this is our first. Okay. This is for day one. Okay. So for day one, it's the one where I've never used it. Okay. This is it. This is the stamp. It's from Ink Boutique. That was the one we used. Okay, thank you so much, Susan and Vicky, for helping us with that one. And this is our final product. All right, and then for day number 2, choose a product that you, when you saw it, you really had to buy it. And this was the Tattered Angel screen prints. It's actually very big. It was meant to be for scrapbooks, okay, mainly, but also they said it can be for cards, scraps, etc. Right? But despite it being so pretty and beautiful and all of those things, I never really used it until now. Right? So finally, and this is our card for that. Why does it look wonky? Anyways. Right? So this is the second one. Right, so that was the stamp. All right, so that's the 2 stamps. So this is day 1, day 2. All right, so what is for day 3? All right, so day 3 is going to be, hold on, let me just make this a little bigger. All right, so day 3 is going to be, what is it going to be? Let me just make it bigger. Yeah, move it like that. All right. So this is week 1. Okay, so day 3 is going to be neglected background. Okay, do you see day 3? Let me see. Okay, neglected background. Okay, so a large stamp, like a background stamp. Okay, you thought you'd use a lot. but you never did. I also have a lot of that. I know I got several hero arts and some. What's the brand? It's even here. Fresh. Right? So those, okay? So I'll probably use one of those. So for day 3, it's neglected background, right? So you got this very big background stamp because you say, oh, this is going to be very useful. I'm gonna use this in a lot of stamps, in a lot of layouts. But then years later, you have not used it, right? So that is gonna be for day 3. Now, if you do want to join the Stash-tembers, STASH, all right. Okay, let me just put that so that you can actually see. All right, let me see. Okay, this is it. Hashtag Stash-tember and hashtag Stash-tember 2025. All right. So these are the hashtags, okay, that you will use. And the thing with this one, my friends, is that okay, what you need to do is to just simply, what do you call this? You don't need to go live like what I'm doing. Okay, so you don't need to go live. You just need to. Why is it I cannot move it? Is this scene locked? Okay, I cannot move it. Anyway, my friends, so it's Stash-tember or hashtag Stash-tember 2025. All right, so you can just take a photo of it, post it in your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube post or whatever, right? In any or X in any of your socials, or you can create a shorts video out of it. Okay, or you can actually go live and create that, right? Or you can just watch. Again, this is meant to be fun. It's not meant to, stress you out. If you want to do the whole 30-day prompt, go ahead. If you cannot, you can only do 1, that's fine. If you can do 2, 10, 7, whatever is the number, absolutely make it your own and take it to town, so to speak. I hope that this helps you. As you know, the intent is for us to be able to grab those stuff that you have that you've never used, not because you didn't like it. The reason you got it is because you like it, all right? Or maybe it was probably something that was gifted to you, right? So there will be a day where we're gonna be actually going through that one. All right. Ooh. All right. So I missed this. Susan said actually that I'm almost done with day number 2. Good job, Susan. Woohoo! All right. Yes, and these are the. Okay, now we are not Stamptember whims, because Stamptember is you're supposed to like get one of the newer stuff releases. So if you actually get Meg's release on the 15th of September, yes, please use Stamptember, right? So that is really the intent, but Stamptember is actually a great idea, because especially now in our industry, the industry where our passions, right? So there are a lot of manufacturers, companies that are closing up. And so this is one way to help support them, right? So if you can do Stamptember and at the same time Stash-tember, that would be great. Okay. So MIBF is coming. Are you going? Of course, Simzel. It is always part of our to-do list. Okay, but before that, make sure, friends, that PrintCon. All right, so for my dear friends, mga kababayan, mga taga-Pinas na Pinoy crafters. Okay, so we have been given a booth in the PrintCon 2025. This is going to be on October 9 to 11. Okay, so it's under Mommy Guide Inc. So we want to showcase the Filipino artist and crafter. So you just need to contact me. Okay, so you can showcase your products, you can sell your products. Just make sure that it has something printed on it. Okay, and if ever there's gonna be a lot of you, I just need to schedule you guys within those 3 days. All right, so first come, first serve. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna do it. All right, so no favoritism. I'll give every crafter a chance and opportunity to showcase your talent and your craft within those 3 days of the expo. Again, thank you so much, PrintCon, for giving the Filipino crafters, not one but two booths for that awesome event. All right. So my impulse buy, the gorgeous stamps. So we are expecting some gorgeous stamps, layouts, or cards from our dear Wims. Lovely day one. Thank you so much, Meg. I have neglected background. Yes, don't worry. There's so many of us. I use day 3 as my day 2. No worries. We can also do that. You can mix up all the days. It doesn't matter. Okay, I have some neglected background stamp. Does that stamp count again on day 3? Sure. We're not legalistic here. Right? No one is gonna check, oh, this was used on day. No. Important thing is we got to use it. Right? So there you go. Yes, it is, Meg, right? So again, Susan, thank you so much. Oh, Zell. Where is Zell? Okay, Zell, sorry, I missed actually Zell. Okay, so Sprinkle with Cards is Zell, one of our dear friends and crafter and Wims BFF here in the Philippines. All right. Should it be a card? Can it be art journal? Absolutely. It can be a scrapbook layout. It can be an art journal. It can be a tag. It can be a book. Anything. Just make use of it. Right? That's the point. Make use of it. Okay? So maybe because, excuse me, just like me. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Remember, these stamps, when I got them, the intent was for scrapbooking. Scrapbooking. And then it's like, oh, I don't think I have the perfect layout for this, the perfect picture, the perfect event. So there. 4 decades, 3 decades later, it's still unused. Right? So maybe you can look at your things in a different way. Right? Maybe you have intended it for something else. But you know what? I can actually use this for this one as well. Something that I learned from doing our craft every day in August. Remember when we tackled my stickers? It's like we actually gave up at midnight. We said, okay, no more. I want to throw up with all the stickers that I have, right? But then after fixing it, I realized that, wow, 3/4 of what I had that was meant for scrapbooking can actually now be used for card making. And those stickers have been, untouched and I didn't even go through them because I knew they were for scrapbooking. Until we went through it again, one by one, and realized that, oh, this can be used for a card. This too, and this too. Except that there were those that are really quite big, long, that really cannot go into a card. So, out of all the many that we went through, only like a 4th remained for scrapbooking or other DIY stuff. When we look at our crafty tools or stuff or whatever we have, don't just look at it one way. Maybe look at it at a different angle. How about this? How about that? Most of us who are into crafts, who love crafting, I bet you're into other crafts as well, right? So it's not just as if, we only like this. Yes, probably this is your main passion, but I'm sure you are into many other things as well. So again, hopefully this Stash-tember, will help you revive, the passion for whatever it is, ignite the passion for all the things that you have already. Okay, already, what are the things you have within you? Again, you don't need to go live. You don't need to do a shorts. Whatever it is you feel like doing, right? We all know you're very busy. And I thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, yes, it is Wednesday tomorrow. So I will actually go live for day number 3, right? But then again, after that, it's going to be just Wednesdays and Saturdays. And everything else would probably be a shorts or a video. All right. Of course, there will be, we're going to be having on September 8th. That's September 8th, 7 a.m. Philippine time. That is going to be the live stream hop for the month of September for Kenja's Card Challenge 19, right? So if you did submit for the month of August, make sure that you are there as well because Kenja is going to raffle out the winner for the month of August, right? So, and then if you haven't still joined Kenja's Card Challenge 19, you still have 1 month to actually join. So that's the live stream hop. I'm the last in the hop, so it ends at 7 a.m. Philippine time, and that's actually 7 p.m. Eastern. It starts about 3:30 in Kenja's Cards by Kenja YouTube channel. That's the 7th for you guys. All right. My voice is giving up, my friends. So, yes. Okay, let me see. Yes, should be okay. No. I already said that. Ikaw pala yan. Si Simzel. Oh, this. Okay. Zel. Okay, ito pala si Zel. So, Zel, what is the content of Simzel? Is this a new channel? This is supposed to be my channel for Sims. Sims 4. Unfortunately, no time to play. Nalag on ko tong channel. Kapag si Paz nanonood ng videos. No, wala yung craft video. Alright, I have to explain. I have to translate. So, Simzel is actually Zell. You know Zell as Sprinkle with Cards, right? So that is her, Crafty channel handle. But then she has a toddler son, okay? And this channel is actually hers and was supposed to be where she would play Sims 4. Okay, so it's a different channel, but it's hers as well. And so she accidentally, oftentimes when she's watching us, log onto YouTube and post as Simzel because her son sometimes uses this account when he plays. Okay, so that's basically what it meant. Okay, I just translated for our friends who don't know. Okay, so for those who are asking, are new and probably watching on replay, where is she from? Yes, I'm Mommy Lala. I'm Mommy Guide Inc. And I am from the Philippines, right? So, but I do love having crafters, friends from all over the world here in the channel. And so with that, thank you so much again, my friends. Again, we're doing Stash-tember 2025. And yes, please share, okay? Loving is sharing. Right? And of course, please, if you have not liked this video yet, before we leave, smash that like button. And please, okay, if you are not yet subscribed, do so. And don't forget to hit that notification bell again so you do get notified whenever I have a new video upload or a shorts or an edited one or a live stream. All right, so with that, thank you so much again. Here's a last look, okay, at our works day 1 and day 2 for today. Again, thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day. See you again tomorrow. This time around for my regular crafty nights doing day number 3. Bye everyone. Thanks Meg. Thanks Susan. Thanks Vicky. Thanks Zell. Thanks Wims. Okay, and for those who I forgot, okay, hold on. I think there, of course, Meg, I mentioned Meg. You know how my memory is. Yvette. All right, of course, Yvette who's been here. Tina. All right, thank you so much, my dear friends. Love you all. Bye.